Let's figure out not what our reaction, but what our response is going to be. And respond accordingly. It's a tragic thing. You know, you've heard it said before, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and it is. But you know what? It's just as tragic. It's just as tragic to waste an experience. To waste your sufferings. It's just as tragic. So let's follow the advice of the Apostle Paul. John Henry Jowers said this, and I'll close with this. He said, God does not comfort us to make us comfortable, but to make us comforters. God doesn't comfort us to make us comfortable. He comforts us to make us comforters. Let's be comforters. I know even in small life churches, everybody doesn't have everybody's numbers, and you're at liberty to do that however you want to do it. But I would to the Lord. And listen, we have forms right here. I keep forgetting to let folks know that we don't have all their information. There's forms right here you can fill out. Give us your phone numbers, your email, all your contact information. It's good for the church to be able to communicate. It's good. Listen, I've said this before, and I still stand by it. I know people expect a call from the pastor at certain times. I know that. I understand that. They expect a visit or a call or something sometimes. And sometimes pastors, we drop the ball on that sometimes. But you know what? You know what to go a whole lot further than a phone call from the pastor or even a visit from the pastor a lot of times? Is when someone else within the church just picks up the phone one day. Says, look, I hear you've been having a tough time. I hear you've been having a difficult time. I just want you to know I'm praying for you. You know, sometimes that'll go way miles further than a visit from the pastor will. Because, see, people expect the pastor to do that. It's a gift. They expect the pastor to show compassion. They expect the pastor to do all that. But when it comes from someone totally out of the blue that they didn't expect, another church member, and they get a call from them, look, I had you on my mind, just want you to know I've been praying for you. You can't imagine how incredibly, almost exhilarating that can be to know that someone's had you in their thoughts and you in their prayers, and they've been lifting you up before the Lord. I had a pastor, a very, very prominent pastor. He's no longer with the IPHC, unfortunately, and I still love him. Great man of God. He found a need to go and he's still in ministry, of course, still has a church. He moved outside the IPHC. But when he's within the IPHC, and he served on the executive council of the IPHC or South Carolina Conference. And I think this has been a number of years ago now, I was here in the office, I think. And phone rung, and I picked it up. It was Brother Derek Gardner. He said, Pastor Mike, Derek was he and his brother were, I think, from South Africa originally, so they still had that accent. Brother Mike, I just wanted to call and just to see how you're doing. You have been on my mind, and I just wanted to call and to let you know I've been praying for you. And talked with him for, 15, 20 minutes, I guess, on the phone. At that time, we'd gone through some troubled waters and stuff. And he said, well, I want to give you some advice on that. And he said, I want you to know, because at that time, that's when we were getting the threatening letters and all those things. He said, when I get things like that, I have a special file I put them in. He said, you might want to make a file. And I did. He said, you might want to make a file just to keep just things like that in that file. And when you do, you can look back in years to come and see those things and know how God brought you through. He said, because I'm praying for you and we're praying for you, and I want you to know that God's going to bring you through. You don't know what a shot in the arm that phone call was. Totally unexpected, totally out of the blue. You don't know what a shot in the arm that phone call was from a man of his stature to get that phone call that day. But you'll be surprised. They ain't got to be a man of great stature. Just someone just calls you out of the church. And they call you up one day. Rosemary may call Charlotte up. You know, Rosemary lives in Sumter. Charlotte lives over here on outside the skirts of the lawn. She may call Charlotte. Charlotte, you've been on my mind. I've been praying for you. Just want you to know that. I don't know what you may be going through. I don't know what you may be, but you've been on my mind. And you'd be surprised at the encouragement that will speak in someone's life. I'm just using that as an example. I said you got to do it only if the Lord leads you or you feel compelled to. But I'm just using that as an example. That would go, like I said, way further than your pastor even visiting or even giving a phone call.